online and offline. That's exactly why you're here, and this is exactly what British Airways is doing. Face-to-face business, online business. Have a balance of both. Package it all together in one place. Eventbrite.com, one of the best free tools you'll ever use. Democratize ownership, which increases your reach. Show people how to do it. Last but not least, prepare to conquer. Prepare to rock and roll, because what we did actually for Cabernet Day is we knew that we were going to have a lot of people paying attention. And this is what I was saying a moment ago about attention marketing. We had YouTube videos that were made, we had blog posts, we had recipes, we had little things that we would sprinkle out throughout the day because we knew we had 3,000 to 5,000 eyeballs paying attention to this hashtag. So we actually tested out some sales offers online, where it was one day only, get our Cabernet, click here, go to the page. Be ready to conquer and to really capture as much of that attention as the people who are paying attention to this one idea. And of course, the email capture, if you're able to do that, that's also a great thing. A lot of folks who signed up to participate in Cabernet Day or other events that we've done, sometimes they don't show up, but we still got your email address. So either way, you get something out of it. So that is a quick recap, and I hope that's something that a lot of you feel like you can do with one or two people. Now, I'd like to do answer some more questions. The question is, when you engage this global community and you get all this activity and stuff happening, how do you convert that into something that's tangible for a business? After all, that's what we're here for, right? Is to make money. We tested out a couple of things where we tried to sell taste packs ahead of time. So we tested out a few different things. And in your particular business, what's your line of business? Travel publishing. Is it a magazine or book? Book. Okay. Nice. Okay. So beforehand, leading up to it as you're promoting it, we told all the other people who are participating, if you want, here's some ideas of how you can monetize or how you can generate some sales leading up to this event. During the day, we knew a lot of people were paying attention to that hashtag, so we put some specific offers that we could track and understand. And then afterwards, we sort of measured the wine club signups. But what's interesting, to answer your question, is that there was a lot of indirect ROI. And that's really the case with social media. It's not very often that you do this, then you get that. There's things that happen that we didn't even expect, that we didn't try to do. And that's really where you realize a lot of the ROI for a brand going forward. Now, one thing you're going to hear a lot about in 2011 in social media is curation. Curation is this notion that you're capturing, our entire lives are going to be digital and indexed, easily searchable. So 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, we can even come back and see what people are saying about this event. So around Cabernet Day, all that stuff is still digital. We can still go back and reference anything related to that event. There will be residual sales and brand opportunities that come from that, not just now, but down the road, because content now lives forever. It's not temporary.
Something to hit on with your, you said you got a travel ebook. So, I mean, Twitter is a great content distribution channel, right? So if you have a blog and you're putting out great content on travel, and then obviously you can be advertising in your sidebar and things like that, your travel ebook, obviously affiliate marketing with different networks, but I would be taking out chunks of your ebook, because if it's something that's a book, I would take out chunks of your ebook and create videos out of it. And, or, just like your blog posts, because you might think that you're giving away everything that's in your ebook, but people don't really think of it that way when they're just consuming content online. Plus, I mean, how many times have we all been to like a university or some sort of lecture and you hear everything, but then you forget everything that you just heard the very next day, right? So they're not going to be reading your ebook thinking, oh, I've already read all this stuff for free before. Because I sell a lot of digital stuff online, and we just end up taking the chunks out of our programs and just redistributing it for free everywhere else to drive them towards buying it.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Does that make sense? Because people are passionate about travel, right? I'm guessing that's why they would be interested in ebook. What would you say is your biggest challenge? If you were going to do something like this, what would you want to do?
Increase the sales of the ebook copies, and then use that as stepping stone.
So what if we did this? Like, just as an example, is it okay to use your product as an example? self-publishing is big across all different industries, right? What if you were to arrange one idea, getting self-publishers together, not just about travel, but all self-publishers, probably a bigger audience, bigger reach, and you came up with one idea or one hashtag. Let's just say it's self-pub, # self-pub. And you decided one day, June 6th, we're going to get everybody together, anyone interested in self-publishing. So if you were to create an Eventbrite page, put some information in there about, here's what we're going to do. I know there's other people out there that are struggling with this idea. We're going to call it self-pub. We're going to get together online. We're going to talk about the challenges that we have. Leading up to that, I think that was a good point about utilizing video, like making little video posts about yourself, maybe your challenges about writing this book. By doing that, by doing everything but trying to sell the book, you actually are going to get people interested in the book. I don't know if that makes sense or if I sort of idealize that too much. Does that make sense? Because that way, I mean, really, you're inviting, I say competitors, but you make it a community event. That's how you bring together a global community, because you know there's people in other countries who are struggling with this. If you're able to facilitate some in-person interactions or enable other self-publishers to organize their own get-together, you start to get a conversation about publishing an ebook, and through the due diligence and being the organizer, people discover who you are, that you're writing your own book, so you actually reach a bigger possible audience.
I mean, on the travel side of things, I would even go just completely niche and just go completely travel, and then I would invite whoever the biggest names are in travel writing and tell them about your event and get them involved, because by proxy, now your name is sitting right beside, you know, Joe Wonderful, right? And you're just giving out, you know, the 10 hottest tips from the world experts on, you know, 7 ways or 10 ways to save money while you're traveling, or whatever the case is.
I hope that's helpful. We can take it offline if you want. There's a couple other questions back here.
I have a question about video, because it seems like that's really that necessary component for all the social media. Like, if you haven't used video before, like, how does it matter if it's like a professional video, or could it just be your own little video thing? I mean, does it make a difference? A big difference in terms of user views and reach and all that?
Yeah, good question about using video. Just out of curiosity, show of hands, who's using video in the business? All right, so that's a really good question. Sound is the most important thing, almost more than video quality. But just to give you an example, I hope this answers the question. I'm working with a winery right now, and they're doing 2 different levels of video. For their wine club, they're putting together a more polished video with sound bites. But then they also have iPhones, and they take little 30-second videos every day of each other or the tasting room, and they'll just post those as quick little real-time, here's what's going on. We're capturing a moment of what's going on today in the tasting room. Those are a little bit lower quality. Yeah, flip video is great for that. Super easy to use, super portable. But they'll probably do 5 more polished videos throughout the year, and those are meant to really be more of a showpiece.
Any cost-effective video companies that you would recommend?
Well, it's funny you ask. I only have one employee, and it's a video person because I believe in video so much. But I don't know. It just depends on where you live. But you can do a lot with like a flip camera, like mobile devices.
Besides Facebook, Twitter, and Google Business on Space, when you talk about global reach happening, you look at the biggest social networks in Japan or in China or different countries or markets or Facebook or
No, we wanted any social graph or any social site just to use that hashtag. We didn't necessarily focus on one site. So whether it's Foursquare or YouTube, we didn't really target one site or even one country. It was just one idea. So, but I think the idea is that whatever the idea or hashtag is, can live anywhere.